Gogeta and Broly were definitely an amazing part and definitely the most hype part of the stream. But this tweet right here has some super important information for the future of the game. And I'm telling you, it's like, I say this all the time, but it's never looked brighter. And this tweet says it all. You've seen some of this information already, but I'm going to give you my 2 cents and some things to think about as well. But this game, I love this game, dude. Like, if you love the game too, what did you do? You got to subscribe to it. Look, I appreciate you for being here. Hopefully you're having a great day. Let's just move on with the video, right? So, Air Dokkan went ahead and translated this. You already heard about the EZA 2.0, which of course is an amazing thing. Characters that are super old are going to finally have another chance to enter the meta. I call it EZA 2.0, but it's important to note that it's actually not called that. It's just, you know, a power beyond EZA. We're calling it EZA 2.0, but it's not necessarily going to be like, we don't know how this is going to work, right? And then it's also great because characters who never really had a chance, like this character was amazing, right, with the EZA. Like this was a very strong character. Again, granted, very simple passive, but definitely a strong character post EZA. Some characters, even though this looks like a lot is going on, this is trash. This is terrible, dude. And this, what is his passive shortened with an EZA, man? It's like, it's insane. Some characters never got a chance. So again, it's exciting to see that characters who never got a chance the first time will finally get a chance the second time. Some questions that are going to be really important to see, like how they plan to do this is, A, do we have to have these characters EZA'd as a prerequisite to, you know, in order to unlock the next level of power? I mean, logically, yes, but you never really know. Like, we may have an option to skip the first EZA and just jump straight to the second EZA, right? But again, that's just one of those things where I'm going to wonder how that actually works. And it's one of those things too where even if you do have to do that, or even if that's an option, I should say, the EZA is still there for content. It's still there for Dragonstones, right? So it's just another great thing. And then these EZA 2.0, or whatever we're going to call this, it's just introducing more content into the mix. So when we have a celebration, it's not just going to be, you know, EZA here, story event there, new missions for this, new missions for that, Ultimate Clash. We now have another form of content that's going to give even more rewards. And I really hope they make this, you know, like a lucrative form of content in terms of rewards. Again, we're gonna have to see how they will implement this. It's gonna be very exciting to see, but old characters entering the meta again, and characters that, you know, never had a chance with that EZA getting another chance here, I think is super exciting. But another important thing I want to talk about really quickly is how they plan to mitigate the aging, because this is going to end up just, you know, being an endless cycle. Granted, the first EZA released 2017. It's been 7 years since that. So essentially, I mean, if they introduce EZA 2.0, they may not really have to worry about introducing another form of EZA until 7 years down the line in 2031, right? So it's one of those things where if they cared about that, they're going to have to make it so that these characters, when they get their EZA, there's a way to counteract aging. And I'm going to be really interested to see if they do that. Like, what if the EZA stuff was tied to like orbs that you can, you know how in the game we have the support memories that you can upgrade or level up as time goes on? It'd be really interesting if these characters, like, you grinded for like a very specific orb that gave this character or changed their kit or something, and then as time goes on, they just literally allow you to update that orb, right? Again, it'd be very interesting to see how that works, but I would love it if these characters, you know, it'd just be amazing to play the game and have almost every character in the game be a legitimate option for a team, right? Because then it helps out players who are even free to play, because free to play players or even new players, when they pull this STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they actually have a fighting chance in a specific event, right? Instead of just having this character be so bad and so old that you can't really do much in newer content. I'm not even talking about Red Zone, but like, you know, newer Dokkan events, which are not easy compared to the old ones, of course. And you get the point, right? That's just the first main point here. It's, again, this is an amazing thing for the life, health, and future of the game. Next, PvP content is not planned to be implemented. This is yet another massive W in my eyes. I know a lot of people want, you know, PvP in Dokkan. I would say the majority don't, but you know, I don't really have the stats, so I can't really make that claim for sure. Just remember that I believe the whole existence of Legends is due to the feedback of people wanting PvP in Dokkan. Like, Legends exists because of that PvP request that many players in Dokkan wanted, right? So that's why Legends exists. So that's why I never really saw PvP ever coming to the game, because that's the whole point of Legends, right? So if you want PvP, Legends is the game for you. The fact that PvP is not coming to Dokkan, I think, is just a beautiful thing. Like, and another great thing too is when they release characters in Legends, they have to kind of keep in mind that you're using this character against other legitimate players, which kind of hinders the building of these characters. Can you imagine fighting PvP against the new LRAGL UI Goku, who was like absurd at the time, and he just dodged like dude, imagine you did not pull LRAGL UI Goku, right? And then you're fighting him with like your new Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and he's just dodging everything. Like, and then he's getting stats every time. Like, I don't know how PvP would work in this game, but it would be so toxic. And even with skill-based matchmaking or ranking or whatever, you're bound to run into someone with full level 10 links, you know, with, like, they would have to change the system. Like, every character, okay, so another example, I think, which works with Legends, is Legends, like, equipment, for example, has, like, there's TOP equipment, and then there's, like, regular content equipment. They would have to make these characters have, like, essentially 2 whole kits, one for a regular game, and then one for PvP. That's essentially how it would have to work, because you fighting against one of these characters with these abilities, it would just be OP if you don't have, you know, a good counter for it. This game, in my opinion, is just not built for PvP, and the fact that there is no PvP coming is amazing news. Not even that they're considering it, in my opinion, is just amazing news, because again, it's like, I think it would be one of the more top. Imagine facing Truth. How would you like that? No? Okay, got it. And then, of course, survey on whether you like to see or like to use pre-awaken. I mean, this is not really a big deal whatsoever. Again, great that they're actually listening to the community, because a lot of units have really like, this UI Goku has an amazing TUR and SSR art. I want to be able to sometimes maybe, you know, use this if I have it available to me. So just that extra customization is not only great, but also shows that they're still listening. So, you know, overall, it's just an amazing thing to see that they're keeping true, you know, to what they originally intended Dokkan to be. They're going to make, you know, characters even better, which is going to introduce stronger characters to the meta, more characters to the meta, which means that every player benefits, because now you don't only need a specific unit or 2 or 3 or 4 to be able to beat an event, but also more content for these celebrations to make them feel even more jam-packed and even more rewards moving forward. So all in all, a massive W. I appreciate all the love and support, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.